masterclass and absolutely loving the potential masterclass we're about to see as well. Trent Bridge is buzzing. The women already with a win underneath their belts. They're waiting to see if their top of the table men's team can do the same. Over 10,000 in for the women's game to see that magnificent win. They are flying, the Trent Rocket women. Now it's over to the men. Up against Sunrisers leads. Both teams absolutely jam-packed with power hitting Charles Dagnall. But I hazard a guess, for only the second time in the competition, a captain wins the toss, elects to bat. So it says it might not just be 6-6-4 all the way through the match.
No, very much so, Mel. Afternoon, everybody. I think the surface we saw in the women's game, it is dry. It's taking a little bit of spin. So you might have to not just plunder runs, you've got to craft them as well. And even though the outfield is quick and the boundaries are relatively short, you've got to push. This bubbly outfield as well, the sun has baked it. You've got to make sure that you put the pressure on fielders both in the in-ring and the boundary edge. I'm sure both sides will be looking to do that. So it might not just be bish bash bosh, you might just have to create a little bit for yourself, work the angles. We're going to see a little bit more of the variations of the fast bowlers, I have no doubt. And with the inclusion of Liam Patterson-White for the Sunrisers today, a little bit more spin too.
Well, when you think spin, you often think Ben Ducker too. His magnificent square of the wicket. Sweeps, reverse sweeps. Ben for demonstrating that for me.
Did you set that up?
Well, I had a quick chat to him beforehand, you see.
When Mitch Marsh comes out for the next innings, they're going to say, yeah, you know, big swing of the bat, Mitch.
As if the crowd wasn't hot enough. It is warm here today in Nottingham. Warm in the stands. It's going to be hot out in the middle. Armour to open up. A little sedate start just to get the blood pumping in the legs.
I tell you what, I've been looking forward to this. I've looked at these two sides, the power they've got, but also the huge amount of experience. They kind of play in a slightly different way. I'm really excited about the version of an Aaron Donald, who has been prolific in the blast. Sad to see the reason why he's in, which is an injury for Tom Banton. And it sounds quite a nasty one too, which might keep him out of action for a little while at least. But you replace one guy who smashes it with another, shows you the depth of this Rocket side.
No surprises there. The way in which the Trent Rockets opening batters went about their business to begin with. Beth Mooney went early, but Sophia Dunkley used the new ball well. Hit down the ground, and then when the spinners came on, worked square of the wicket. And that's going to be, I think, a big part of today's game. Which fielding unit can cut down any extra runs? Take, well, one, take your catches, but two, create opportunities, a couple of run-outs.
Pretty watchful, aren't they? Understandably so, with the threats that Abra possesses. Also, you just want to take a little peek at how this surface is playing. No, not a massive turnover of the ball. It's more about how it comes off the surface, how quickly you can try and find your timing.
A little bit more force in the shot for the last one there from Allen. Impressive though start here for Abra. 4 from it after 5.
There's only more 4 houses left to do.
Well, this is not the only game that is happening right now. Concurrently, there is the Women's 100 match between My London and the Manchester Supergiants down at the Oval. If you want to watch that, it is on Sky Sports Mix. Both sides looking or needing victory.
Yeah, My London in particular as well.
No Danny Wyatt-Hodge for My London, who's been ruled out of the tournament with a calf injury. Ella Claridge has been brought in to replace her, but that's a big blow for My London.
Yep, huge, particularly in a side that hasn't quite clicked as yet, and you look to your senior players, and they've lost a big one. It's over to Cast.
Far away. Really touch here.
Seamers for both sides in the women's game found a little bit of shape early. Yes, different game, a slightly slower pace, so you do get a little bit more swing in the air.
I'll have to download them one by one, and then I can start.
He just pounds in, doesn't he? That's the type of seamer that Sunrisers leads have. Kind of works up at Headingley with that pace and carry that you get up there.
It's a good run in the end, as Finn Allen probably ran about 1.5, maybe even 2 to try and get around Ben Duckett.
Yeah, GPS wasn't working. Little convoluted route for Finn Allen. Oh, excuse me, pardon me.
A little bit like the old school British Bulldogs, you know, when you played it in the schoolyard and you had to sort of dodge a few people to get to the other side.
Get off your screens, kids. Play a bit of British
That's
Bulldog.
it. Get outside.
We used to get the whole school doing it over the playground.
Don't know about British Bulldogs in England, but it got a little bit rough and tumble in Australia.
Oh yeah, it got spicy at times. Detention after school for those who were a little bit too forceful with their playing.
Well, speaking of forceful, Caster Allen. Oh! Absolute delight for Cast.
Oh, okay.
And Sunrisers leads. Hardly, top of off, and the result.
Well, Allen went for the big straight drive and then realised the ball wasn't there. Clatters into the castle. That's an absolute beauty. I think that's beaten him on the outside edge. And you talked about that movement with the new ball. It's just held its line from Brian Carson. Phil Allen has to depart for 2 from 3 balls. The first breakthrough is made. The Rockets are 5 for 1 after 8.
Okay.
Finn Allen out.
There's just been a win.
Nye Donald in.
And
First
wicket.
time in this 100 competition. And
Oh no, he's gone!
a lot of people who looked at squads and looked at form thought that he might have been playing a little bit more than he has. He gets a chance now though. Strike rate of 230 plus in the blast. He was one of the premier batters in that competition. He is hoping that he's kept that form in the nets and can just transfer it now to Trent Bridge.
Colwyn set him up there, haven't we?
Oh, looks to go with that form early and just over the top, only just. Maybe just got the feet a little bit out of whack there, Harry Brook. Could have used that drop step a little earlier.
Well, he's got an amazing ability to just get it over the field. And Aaron Donald, he's there for one job, and he's there to dispatch it. Playing with a huge amount of freedom. When you're striking at 230 in the blast, over 450 runs.
Yep, goes again. End of 5. An impressive one there for the Sunrisers with the wicket of Finn Allen.
Pretty quick delivery that from.
Well, he was in and out very quickly.
Yeah.
You blink and he's gone.
There we go. Just see that rolling of the fingers over the left-hand side of the ball.
Ooh,
Just
what you
allowed it to hold
need
its
from
line.
me? What's your flavor? Tell me what you
Fair enough, says Phil Allen.
We're gonna be honest with you.
Well, sometimes you just got to give a little nod. Bowlers are allowed to bowl well. Daggers?
Yes, they are.
You
Here, focus on all these batters. Have the ability to smash it. Let's give the bowlers a little bit of love.
Let's give some love to Matthew Potts. Duckett will be not in that frame of mind though.
To me, it looks like this is quite a little bit of a change in the run from Matthew Potts.
I said
Some
nothing.
people mentioned he thought it was getting longer. I thought he was just running in a little bit easier.
I'm going to find it
A bit
T2.
more controlled.
And the birds. Good boys.
Or maybe it's a combination of both. You get a little bit longer distance to run in, you can just ease into things rather than feeling as if it's getting closer and closer and you're rushing at the crease.
Seems to be just that very leisurely kind of feel, but then a real big burst at the end when he gets into his gather, when he leaps to get into his action.
It all starts from the run-up though, doesn't it, for fast bowlers? And it's got to be a gathering of pace into the wicket. You've got to think sprinter-like. Were you Linford Christie style sprinting as you came into bowl, Daggers?
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
True athletic. But, I mean, it was part, I mean, for me, as we look at Matt Potts here, you know, he's not really getting to what looks like full pace, but it's trying to just sort of burst through the crease a little bit more, all from the shoulders. I mean, strong man anyway.
Oh, just shuffles to leg a little bit. Potts follows Donald and Donald just flicks it away.
First boundary in Trent Rocket's colours for Nye Donald. As he called it, just a flick of the wrist. You mentioned something, you're so limited with the margin for error against some of these players, especially at the top order. If you're millimetres out, they're onto you. You'll be so precise.
Well, it worked once for him. He said, why not go again? The start of the over was all to Potts. The end of the 5, though, was all to Donald. 17 runs, goes up to...
Fine leg off inside the circle. Help yourself. Back of the leg, dangling down the leg side. And he knows it too. That is 3 runs.
Going to try and figure out a way here to dot Donald up. Dot and a 1 to start that 5, then the wide, back-to-back 4s. Can he get out of these 5? Oh, he can't. It's 3 on the trot. The first 2, a little bit of class. The second one, third one, a little edgy.
Well, you make your own look a little bit. And third and fine, up inside the circle. Guess he was through it a little bit early, just hit the toe of the bat. And as I said, he's not going to die wondering, Nye Donald. And just to go back to run-ups and fast bowlers, I often think, actually, the bowlers generally take a bit too long to try and get to full pace.
Well, he's putting on a show. Nye Donald, welcome to the 100.
What a shot.
How to become an instant fan favourite by Nye Donald in 4 easy shots. Look at the movement, pre-shot movement, back leg, trying to put Ryden Cast off the length or the line, moreover. Gets back into his base position and uses the pace of the ball.
3 consecutive boundaries off Potts to finish off that 5. Starts with a 6 off Cass. Yeah, why stop? Keep going. Sunrisers Leeds will be more than happy that that's a single.
I have no doubts that Sam Billings and all of the brains trust of the Trent Rockets have told him to do exactly this. I mean, it's practically opening anyway with the loss of Finn Allen after just 3 balls face. So it's a position that he's used to, and where he's been most successful is when he's going at bowlers in the power play. So just let him loose.
And Cass, keep Duckett on strike for a couple and reduce these boundaries. He can. Just going to go back to the Finn Allen wicket. Bryden Cass steaming in. And you can see he was playing the line without deviation, but deviation just when it missed the outside edge, castled into the off stump, and then produced the bemused look on Finn Allen's face as he walked off. Oh, leading edge and just over the top, only just. Maybe a little bit of frustration here for Sunrisers Leeds as Nye Donald gets away with his first one just over the top of Harry Brook. This one from Duckett.
Yeah, just that leading edge, and it shows the variations can just grip a little bit. You can be through your shot before you're finished.
Great change of pace. He was 90 for the first 3, dropped down to 75 for that one. And a dot ball to finish off that 5. It's 29 for 1 after 20.
Monzo are proud to sponsor the 100 on Sky Sports.
Nathan Ellis into the attack. One of those bowlers that can just change things up each and every delivery. Some cricket smarts about him. Reads the play well. Line of sight and control over the exact field that he wants.
Speaking of products, I've always been a bit of a fan of Nathan Ellis's. It's a little bit unorthodox, where he just sort of gathers himself very little steps, and he's just sort of, and then it's almost like he presses the accelerator. It's like the overdrive button, and he's into his top pace.
A little bit of Sonny Baker, Tom Curran, that style.
Just
A little kickstart.
Yeah, just watch this. So he's just tippy-toe, and go.
I think it was again the football.
Oh, they're just getting better and better. Where have you been all this time, Nye Donald?
What a shot he is!
I put this bloke in my fantasy team and was made to look very foolish because they didn't pick him, and I was wondering why. This is what he does. He's one of the best in the country.
Don't
You look at the
question me.
statistics of getting sides up to an absolute flyer. 27 from just 9 balls. He's striking at 300.
The points.
It's not going to come off all the time, but goodness me, when it does.
Yeah, good control of that cutter into the wicket there from Nathan Ellis. And so that shot in itself says to me, he's just not going to just keep going and going and going. There's a little bit of control, self-control there. And so you should too, because when you get off to a fly like this, you want to keep going in your own way. But there might be a couple of decent deliveries there. Pay them the respect that they're due. And then get back onto belting sixes and fours all over the place.
Who was again the bubble from Kentucky?
And Duckett pushes hard, but it's almost like he says, have the single, off you go. No, I'm enjoying watching it from the non-striker's end.
And sometimes as a pair, you have to think that. Look, I've actually found it a little bit of a struggle, bet and duck it. 7 from 11. Sometimes it's the other guy's day. So allow him to.
Donald.
A monster 6 amongst those 5 as we finish off 25 and the power play with 39 on the board for the Trent Rockets.
Filling out for one of the boys. What's that boys go?
Right, power play done. 39 have lost the wicket of Finn Allen for just 2. And Liam Patterson-White into the side today for Revis. Read the conditions, read the surface after the women's game probably and looked at it. Thought we need another spin bowling option.
Patterson-White into it.
Got Abrar Ahmed as well. Decided for Liam Patterson-White. Left arm orthodox. Duckett goes straight out to deep and wicket. Should be a couple.
There you go.
It will be. Very good afternoon, Lydia Greenway, for the first time today.
Afternoon, Dooley. Good to be alongside you. Yeah, I think that was the right move, bringing Patterson-White into the side. You've alluded to the surface. It's very dry. There's not a lot of live grass on it.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's gone.
Very clever from Duckett. Just looped it over the keeper's head. Carson pursuit does well.
I mean,
They've missed out on 3 out there, Dooley. I think Ben Duckett, when he made contact, he was expecting it to race away to the boundary. Obviously, the outfield is dry. He felt there was enough on it, but because he didn't really run that first one hard or the second, they couldn't come back for a third.
Sucks, mate.
Patterson-White knows these conditions really well too. He plays his county cricket here at Nottinghamshire. Came up through the pathway. I'm familiar with the dimensions here at Trent Bridge.
Catch me, catch me!
Oh, looks to swing that leg side, just one bounce. More than capable with the bat as well, it's isn't he, Liam Patterson-White? So it's a good replacement for Matthew Revis. Oh, a little under edge. He gets away with one there, Duckett. That was crashing into the stumps. Not a bad start from Patterson-White. He bowled 5 and gone for 7. It's 46 for 1 after 30.
Yeah, it just looked like on that attempted sweep, Duckett has got into position, but it's just fallen away slightly. Bit of an inside edge too.
Right, Dan Lawrence resisted going to Abrar Ahmed just yet. Dan Lawrence with his slightly unorthodox or unusual action.
Maybe
Perhaps more so run up. But it's quite effective.
So interesting, isn't it? Just from a coaching point as well. When you're chatting to Ravi and Kuma, we talk about the basics, get the fundamentals right into your game. But as a coach, the trick is also allowing for the quirks that players have just naturally within some of their movements. So it's working with what they've got, but then also trying to weave in the fundamental things that are non-negotiable.
Yeah, I think probably more so from a batting point of view, which we were talking about. There are some absolute musts, aren't there? From a bowling point of view, and this the other day when we were talking about Usman Tari, in England, Australia, New Zealand in particular, that would have been coached out of them. Wouldn't be doing it. Straight down the ground. He's got enough. He's got plenty. Lovely from an Arundel.
They talk about basics of the game and good foundations, and Donald here just very quick footwork. And then when he got to the ball, he was in a powerful position, just hit through the line of the ball. He gave himself a little bit of room, stayed leg side of it.
Out into the deep, might be in the gap, it is. Come back for a couple. Partnership building nicely. 50 partnership up. You know, I think that's one of the great quirks of subcontinent cricket, is the bowling actions that we see come out of India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, that in other parts of the world might never be seen. Another one in the gap. Should be two more. So they've taken Lawrence's first 5 for 11. And after 35 balls, it's 57 for 1. That sort of thing just shows there are many ways to get the ball down the other end. If you do it slightly differently and do it well, you might have some success.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right, it's interesting looking at different coaching styles around the world. You spent a lot of time in India, been out there as well, playing and coaching, and you drive past grounds and there's one coach and 100 players, and they're all being taught the forward defence. And it's amazing watching those sessions because the coach will go around every single one of those players and just correct each player until they've got the exact technique. And like you say, Zuli, on the flip side of that, there is the allowance for small quirks.
Swing and a miss. Good pace-off delivery from Ellis.
Yeah, I really like Nathan Ellis as a cricketer. Has worked really hard to get to where he is. Made the move from New South Wales to Tasmania to try and work his way into professional cricket. That was back in 2019, and then actually got picked up for Tasmania and then Hobart Hurricanes, and that was really where he made a name for himself.
And again, just continues to go pace off, but that's got through keeper's gloves. Brian Rickleton. Donald just struggling to pick up that slower ball at the moment from Ellis.
Took it. Of course he couldn't have taken that shot.
Yes, he's got the ability. He's had 3 slow balls up to start. He's got the ability to bowl it around that late 80s, early 90s mark. But he started with 3 slow balls. And again, this time Duckett gets it away. Behind point for 4.
Good shot.
It was well guided in the end by Ben Duckett, slightly wider from Ellis. Yeah, it's just opened the face of the blade, really smart batting.
Well, everything's been a slower ball. First 4 from Nathan Ellis. And again, might be a couple. Duckett deciding against it. Good work. Out in the deep. From Allsop, that is. 40 balls done, 63 runs for 1 wicket. Little tap of the watch, and we will discuss some strategy.
Monzo are proud to sponsor the 100 on Sky Sports. Oh, the good life. Full of fun seems to be the ideal.
Your favorite nuts whilst watching TV. Big taste that.
Good start, most of it courtesy of an Arundel coming into the side today with the injury to Tom Banton. His role has been to take on the bowling, and he's done it brilliantly. Duckett just a run of ball 19 at the moment. 63 from 40 deliveries. Put the Rockets in a pretty good position to start this contest. Slowish surface, it's taking a little bit of turn. The off-pace slower balls seem to be gripping and working. But this, your first game for a new franchise, not a bad effort, Lydia.
Yeah, it's great, and you know, as a player who isn't likely to be in that first 11 unless an injury, which is the case today, you have to take that opportunity. He's absolutely doing that. 40 from just 18 deliveries. Being the man in form in the last competition. There's a good partnership as well. 58 from 32 between him and Ben Duckett at the other end.
Bryden Cast has picked up the only wicket to 4 when he disturbed the top of Finn Allen's off stump. He's back, and by the looks of it, it's cross seam as well. Not interested in holding that ball seam up. Asking the surface to do something slightly different, maybe. Beautiful. It's so Ben Duckett, that. It's just Ben Duckett to a T.
Yeah, he's played a couple of shots like that today, just using the pace, and it's something that he spoke about in the game up in Manchester. Just sometimes when there is that extra pace, 88 miles an hour, try and use it, don't try and fight it. Try and bludgeon it back down the ground. Actually, the deflection of the pace can be just as effective.
What about a change in the field? Long on's come up inside the circle. He's got to dig back with third now. Four balls to break or equal the record. Not not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He'll depart for 40. Ellis with the catch. Cast with another.
I know he'll be disappointed, but he's done his job there. He's come in and she's struck at pretty much 200. Looking to take on that shorter side that just picks out Nathan Ellis in the deep. So, yeah, it's been a disappointment there, but he's played really well. That's the end of Ryan Donald. He goes for 40.
Now, good pace again, 87 mile an hour. Cast just got a little bit high on the bat. It's not very far down to that boundary. Couldn't get enough on it. Captain Sam Billings in the middle now. The power of Tim David, Mitchell Santner, Lewis Gregory, Craig Overton. All to come for the Rockets. Different approach from Cast to what we saw from Ellis. Everything has been up around the 88, 89 mile an hour mark. All two was a little slower, but he's just looking to hammer away on a good length, and I think he's bowling cross seam as well. Billings underway, but another good 5 from Bryden Cast. He's now got 2 for 17 of 15, and after 45 balls, it's 69 for 2. Powerful figure of Tim David, Mitchell Santner, Gregory Overton. Outside of Tim David, the next 3 could probably bat anywhere in any order. Nails the Yorker as Potts.
Yeah, they have a huge amount of depth. Trent Rocket. I think Billings would have been sent in just because there is still a lot of time. He's the sort of batter who, once he gets himself set, he can be destructive. Then you have your hitters coming in. Tim David can go from ball 1. Craig Overton as well.
Face off into the surface. We will see a lot of that throughout the rest of the afternoon, I would imagine. Batters are going to have their wits about them, stay good positions and adjust accordingly. Has to be into the surface because all the boundary riders are square. Into the surface, pace off, giving Billings nothing to work with.
Keeping the stumps in play as well. We saw in the women's game the slower ball players like Annabelle Sutherland went to was a cross seam back of the hand delivery. I think sometimes bowlers like to go seam up because they get a bit of extra bounce, but that isn't on offer here. So go cross seam, get it skidding through. And pace off as well.
It's just difficult to find the power to access the boundary when it's face off into the surface, and that's why bowlers are doing it. That's why you see mid-off and mid-on up inside the circle. Your boundary riders are all behind the wicket or square of the wicket. To play a full-blooded pull shot with real power to an off-pace delivery is incredibly difficult. Again, pretty good from Potts, just the 4 coming from that 5 at the halfway stage. The Rockets batting first, 73 for 2.
Catching nothing Crawley.
Stay away from that house.
What do you want?
We're at the halfway stage of this second game here at Trent Bridge in the women's competition. The Trent Rockets managed to a 5-run victory over the Sunrisers Leeds. As for the fellas, it's a 3-1 team against a 2-1 team. And Sunrisers. Amber Ahmed bowled the first 5. We've not seen him since. He now returns. For Sunrisers as try and develop a new partnership after the loss of Nye Donald. Ravi Vipara, fresh from his batting exercises a little bit earlier. He smoked those tennis balls very, very well. He still got it, pal.
Well, I surprised myself, actually. I hit one up in the top tier.
He hit some flush over the pod. People were ducking and diving.
I didn't quite time that one.
It was excellent. Many learnings to take from yourself and Kumar as that has been walloped away. What a shot that is. Smoking it like Ravi Vipara hits a tennis ball.
Well, these are 2 good players to spin. It's going to be a tough time for Abrar Ahmed to come in. Oh, excellent sweepers of the ball, reverse sweep. Very difficult to set a field to duck it when he's in that sort of reverse sweep mode.
Absolutely tanked that. What's the magic number, do you think, for the Trent Rockets in this period? 79 for 2, you've got 47 balls left. What's in going through their mind?
I'd assume they'd want to push themselves up around 160, at least double what they've got here.
Oh! So you're just doing some mental arithmetic, just working that out. What were you actually working out? Is it boundaries? Is it balls? Is it...
I was actually breaking it down in overs.
Just what goes through the mind of batters out in the middle. See how batters break down run chases. Slightly different scenario when setting. Much more use of the feet, almost ricocheting off the hand of Abra onto the stumps, and I think Billings was way out of his ground. End of his 5. It's 80 for 2.
Gets a hand on it. Tries to run him out. He's done that before.
It's going to continue.
Five.
Ducky didn't know a great deal about that. Head went up. I actually thought it was a little ricochet, but the grab and throw was done so swiftly by Abra.
And a good ball lost. Delivery. Slow, wide, googly. Duck it. Lucky to get away with it.
Targeting that short leg side boundary. Duckett. Billings just slowly getting into his work. Another player who can just put the foot on the gas, move from second gear to fifth very, very quickly. As he does just there. We've seen two reverses, one from the left-hander, one from the right-hander. Both have brought boundaries.
That's an important skill to have as a batter. And it's difficult to hit down the ground, especially to mystery spin. Like Abrar, these sort of shots then become very important. Sometimes you take the mystery out the equation by reverse sweeping or sweeping hard.
Yeah!
Trying to get the appeal, and the finger goes up, and Debenham slowly raises it. It was fuller, slightly quicker from Abra Ahmed. Sam Billings, is he going to take a peek? I think he thinks he's gone after speaking to Ben Duckett. Looked relatively adjacent, and another breakthrough for the Trent Rockets.
Yeah, good anticipation from Abrar Ahmed. You sort of sussed out that these two only want to go across bat, so he fires it in full and straight. Yeah, it's a big wicket at this stage. I mean, it does bring Tim David to the crease. Sam Billings, 85 runs of 58.
Just looking at the paces that Abra has gone on in this first three balls of the five. 47 miles an hour he started with. The reverse sweep was 51 miles an hour. This last one, 57 miles an hour. He's pushed it through a little bit quicker. It's clever bowling. So Billings departs, and that's where he departs. It brings Tim David to the crease. Strike quite a few lusty blows. His strike rate here at 155. Googly.
So often happens, first ball. Mystery spinners like to bowl that googly. They want to get through the gate. That's what they're trying to do. When you're new to the crease, they want to just get one to come back, either hit you on the pads or go through and bowl you.
The orthodox leg spinner. Got to be quick here. The throws at the non-strikers. David swiftly makes his ground. And another 5 balls goes by. 86 from 60. 3 wickets down.
Monzo are proud to sponsor the 100 on Sky Sports.
The end has changed. Back to the Radcliffe Road end, but Liam Patterson-White. There'll be more spin. First 5 cost 7 runs. Orthodox left arm finger spinner, turning it away from the right-handed batters.
Yeah, we first real look at this wicket of Billings. Doesn't really take any turn off the pitch, goes straight on. He knew it.
You can see the wince from Billings. Facial expression said everything.
These are the first 2 balls. David. Notice he keeps his legs out the way. He doesn't want to get that front foot in the way. Those balls are not short, but these are the mystery. Has to keep his pads, his legs out the way and access the ball. He's also doing it here to Patterson-White. He likes to hit off the back foot, very strong. That pull over mid-wicket.
Oh! Lovely photo, lovely
Just
there.
a quiet period.
Nice
Trent
play.
Roberts, especially with the dismissal of Sam Billings.
Nice fight.
Duckett has been ever present. He's only striking at 114 at the moment. He's 33 from 29. Played very watchfully on this dry surface.
Oh!
Oh, good job he didn't get any bit of bat or glove on that one. It's nicely taken in the end from Brian Whittleton.
Ouch. Surprised Duckett didn't get anything on that. Would have been a good catch.
Nice batting.
Good work from Ryan.
Hudson White continues.
Yeah!
Swept away into space, just backward of square. That was the angle that Duckett was looking for. Knows where deep backward square is, and just a little flick of the wrist gets it fine.
A good smart catching. Duckett is very good on the sweep. The angles are brilliant. You can get inside the ball and get you round to short fine and also sweep you hard in front. Very important shot to have against spin.
Once more, exactly the same result. And this is an issue now. William Patterson-White is going to have to change his thinking.
Yeah, a little bit surprised that the fielders are not more square of the Duckett. He's not a huge hitter down the ground. He can move everybody around. Even your long on can move around as well. He likes to drag the ball.
Oh, he's just toying with the Sunrisers now. Ben Duckett. Wherever Zach Crawley and Liam Patterson-White move their fielders, he's just putting them where they've been.
It's another indication the field's not set right here. You need to get this right. You need to understand the opposition you're playing against. Duckett. It's a huge gap.
He's done it again. You won't believe it. You might want to stick another bloke there. Just throwing it out there, Zach. 4 fours in 4 balls.
Oh, I'm amazed. And nothing's been done about the field. Sometimes there's things you can't explain as a commentator, and that's one of them.
Got 2 men on the offside boundary for the reverse against Duckett, which means only 3 can be on the leg side boundary. So this is the problem when you do both and you have that threat that Duckett possesses. Got to try and shore it up and make that a perfect symmetrical 5. It's a half century for Ben Duckett. He's decided that Patterson-White had to go 20 from the 5. He's moved to 53 from 35. And after 70 balls, the Rockets are 109 for 3.
We're moving in Manchester.
I'm Owen Keynes. Get ready for a festival of animated movies. I love you guys. The Sky Cinema Animation Collection, available now. Owen Keynes.
Yeah, just while that quiet period was happening, Ben Duckett had other plans. Pick your bowlers, choose your shots. Sunrisers leads just playing catch up. Not quite sure of the captaincy of the last over. Got to make him do something different. That'll be wide. Another one. Another one. 10-mile-an-hour difference in the previous delivery to that one. You can see how Brad just really pulled the pin out. Gave it some air.
Yeah! Good quality shots. I don't want to take away from the quality of the shots from Duckett. Managed to find the gaps every single time. 5-4s, all sweeps. You have to question why the field wasn't moved more square. Duckett likes to hit the ball either behind or very square with his sweeps. Of course, he can sweep in front, but make him do that.
What would you have done? Move mid-on?
I would have tried all the leg side fielders would have moved a lot square. I would have left the gap more straight and said, well, the gap's there now, straight, have a look there. And it just might have tempted Duckett to go down the ground where he's not as strong as he is going square.
Just scamper a single. And so, productive period for the Trent Rockets. 30 of 17 as the partnership. There's 25 balls remain, and the Rockets are 115 for 3.
Top of the tree, thanks to the innings today from Ben Duckett. He's on 55 not out. He's also in the #1 position of the all-time run scorers in the competition, ahead of an impressive list of batters in the men's game. Furthest thing from his mind at the moment, at least, because for now, it's all about this partnership. He is set, and he's got Tim David at the other end, one of the most powerful players in the game. Swivels quickly, but picks out the protection. Wonderful combination now the Trent Rockets have out in the middle. Two different styles of players, hit to different areas. So now for the bowlers, the Sunrisers leads, they're going to have to get things right in the adjustment each and every delivery. "19 from 19 he was, Ben Duckett. And then those deliveries from 65 to 70. 4 off each and every single one of them. It's 5 deliveries like that, Kumar, that can just shift the game completely.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit of poor field setting as well. They had 2 people out for the reverse sweep. You know, one at cover, one at deep point. You just need one. You can shift him to the leg side, block the short square leg boundary as well. He has so many options to try and get Ben Duckett to change to the left-arm spinner. They didn't, and he made them pay. Excellent batting.
One of those ones that Zach Crawley at the end is probably thinking, should have made the change. Should have made the change a little bit earlier, or a change at least.
Now you have to start playing with the field, especially to Duckett. The reverse sweep means that he's constantly putting pressure on you, both sides of the pitch in terms of spin. But you're just over-exaggerating the field in terms of trying to cover all the gaps. You've got to then try and hit your bets, make him take a higher risk. If he doesn't like hitting straight extra, bring that fielder up, move onto the leg side, change your line.
It was fantastic listening to Aaron Finch at Lords the other day talking about power hitting coming from one of the best in the game. I mean, Aaron Finch, no ground was too big for him. And he was waxing lyrical about the setup of Tim David and his ability to undercut the ball, sort of baseball-style hitting. Starts with the grip. it's down on top of this one. So you won't see it on that shot, but once he starts to unleash, we'll probably get a chance to see it. 80 balls bowled, 118 on the board. And when he does get that undercut on the board, Aaron Finch was talking about how then the ball just keeps travelling up and out. And that's exactly what he loves to do.
Oh, he's been kept pretty quiet, hasn't he? Just a 7 of 11 delivery. He needs to get a move on. They've got a bit of batting to come, all the way down to Harrison, who can handle a bat as well.
Often hear in the cricket world saying, oh, he can catch up. And I'm not overly a fan of it because you've already lost those balls that you can score off originally. Yes, you might be able to, because you get in, you can hit 6s and 4s later on, but you're still only hitting 6s and 4s off those same deliveries. So, flick the switch time for Tim David. He might just do it against his Melbourne Hurricanes teammate.
It was a good field setting as well. Interesting, mid-off up, point and an extra cover down, ball in a slightly wider and on a length. Davies really likes it, and that kind of hip height length, isn't it? Just where you can get on that front foot and hit it straight.
Speaking on a hip, that's exactly where it goes to Ben Duckett, and as you would know, Kumar, lefties don't mind it there.
No, they don't, but what I really like from the Sunrisers is that that seems to be their plan, isn't it? Tuck him up, don't give him any width on the offside. And once in a while, they'll change their line from being slightly wider to feed the 2 offside fielders, and then suddenly go at the hips, which surprises Duckett, and you can't really get it away to the boundary. They're really smart. I wonder what the batters are going to do to try and combat this. Use their feet, cover the stumps, walk across maybe.
Which goes to the skill set then of the bowlers too from Sunrisers Leeds, because we talk about what a strength of a bowler is. Now some bowlers can hit a dime on the pitch over and over again. It's so difficult in this game because that just allows batters to go, okay, if you do that again, I'm going.
Yeah, one of the skills of Ellis, he bowls very close to the stump, so you always expect him to come straight at you, bowl stump to stump. But from there, he manages to take it across, bowls the slow ball into the wicket, back of the hand slow ball as well.
And that's the opportunity, and it's down. Exactly as Kumar Sangakkara was talking about, tight to the stumps, but variety. Ben Duckett wasn't quite sure. Catchable height, but it goes down.
Yeah, the slow ball again. That should have been taken. Didn't come back too hard at it. Surprised him a little bit. Well, this is the skill of Nathan Ellis, especially through the middle. Once the first 25's done on the first 6 are done in terms of T20, just can really come in and hurt the rhythm and tempo of the batters.
Often difficult, isn't it, when you're coming in? It was a slow. It took a while to confirm that that's going to be a wide. Often difficult on the follow through for the quicks, though, isn't it? Where you're trailing off to the left, and then all of a sudden you've got to turn everything to the right, back to sort of that mid-pitch line to try and grab hold of the catch.
Well, interesting ball. Very, very good delivery. Was that overhead height? Well, we need to see it side on. No, definitely not a wide.
'85 balls, 123 on the board, 3 wickets down. As we look ahead as well, projected at the moment 145 against the side that the Trent Rockets know. Sunrisers Leeds have some power hitters in their side. They've got also, amongst those power hitters, just some smart players too when the ball gets that bit socked up. early to go to the prediction here, but at the moment it's still sitting roughly 50-50.
Sunrise is the highest scoring team in the competition, chased down the Manchester Supergiants total without even raising a sweat.
And it was just brutal, wasn't it? Everything they touched just turned to gold that night against a super impressive, particularly pace bowl attack, actually pace and spin when you look at what the Manchester Supergiants have on offer. That'll be in the back of their mind as well, won't it? Slight delay in play. Chased 182 down that day with 12 balls to spare. That is just ridiculous hitting. Warm day today here in Nottingham, that's for sure. So quick change of gloves here. And maybe a little bit change of fortune for Tim David as well, because he's already faced the 13 deliveries and he's on 9. That's not often the scoreline you see next to his name.
The length is really important when you're bowling to Tim David. Can't be too full. Gotta be going through that mid-drift, the chest height.